I mean, because they may not even think that Pac would even have a conversation with Drake. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, no, don't. Nah.
It doesn't fit.
If it was someone else, like a Kendrick, they obviously allowed him to put the interview on his like, because they probably feel like, you know, they would have had some sort of relationship. We all know Drake and Pac, they wouldn't have had a relationship. Like, it's no way.
Welcome to another episode of The Rundown. I'm your host, Feefo 24/7. I got almost the whole crew here with me. We're adding brother man for the fifth flow, Spike Lee.
What up, though?
On today's rundown, we're going to talk about some notable hip hop releases. We're going to talk a little bit about being sued in hip hop. And then we're also going to talk about Kendrick Lamar breaking new ground. It's not what you think, but we'll get to it. Notable hip hop releases. We just watched the video, Chance the Rapper Buried Alive. How did you guys feel that song in that video?
He sounded like he was rapping angry, like he had something to prove. You know, he became a joke in hip hop.
He did.
You know, we're talking about a guy that took off with acid rap. I think he had, 10 days before that? Then he had acid rap, which sent him over the top. Coloring book. And then
his verse on Life of Pablo even put him even further.
Yeah, but then you drop this album that basically turned you into a laughing stock in hip hop. You know,
lost all momentum.
Yeah. I mean, he done.
Yeah,
done, out of here. So sounds like he feels like he has something to prove, and he's trying to come back to prove that he can get back to where he is. So that's what I heard. Some aggression, some anger. Will he? I don't know. He got a lot of work to do.
He does have a lot of work to do. I think if he stays single, then he might be okay. He can't get married again. Because his whole career, his whole rap became about his marriage and his relationship. And even though like that's cool, and I'm not saying that you can't or shouldn't rap, I don't think you should make a whole album. Because that's what made him a laughing stock. But I do agree with you, Ken. There is some aggression here. I do like the beat selection, the visuals as well. I think it was a little corny with the superhero thing. But I can accept that from Chance because we know that he is a character. But I think that this is a good step in the right direction to revive his career. Because off camera, Spike, I asked you if you thought Chance was a bad rapper. And I told you, I think there's a big difference between being corny and bad. But you feel he's a bad rapper.
Yes, and corny. So he can be both.
I didn't say he couldn't be.
Okay.
But why do you think he's a bad rapper?
So even when in this song right here, when Ken was saying he heard anger, I hear desperation. I hear... I hear, bro, like, y'all please let me back in the game, man. Y'all, I know I made a bad album. I know it was uninteresting when I was talking about my wife. Now let me give it another try and try to be more interesting, and it still came off as uninteresting. Like, I get the position that he's in as far as, like, y'all may have had me messed up, but it doesn't translate musically for me. Like, it just don't come off like, oh, man, I got to go listen to that brand new Chance the Rapper. Like, it still don't give that vibe. Like, even if that was a single, no, I'm not listening to that album. Do
you have the vibe, Modest, where you feel like you're interested in listening to new Chance based off of this right here?
I honestly never been a big Chance fan. I know around that time I was behind the camera a lot. So I don't know if I ever actually said that or whatever officially on camera. But I will say that before this, he dropped something before that we did like a track review on.
Yep. With the Don? Was it with the Don?
Yeah, with Don. Yeah, we did a track review. I don't know if you were here. Maybe
probably
you were.
I don't remember.
But no, it was dope. And I was like, okay, that's dope. I mean, I'll listen to some dope Chance music. I'm not running to a Chance album, whether it was before that album or after that album. I just never been a fan like that. Did he say that he wasn't married anymore? Did he say that in the song?
There's a divorce.
They're divorcing.
What is this something that y'all just know, or he said it?
Yeah, no,
it just happened, right?
It was released.
Yeah,
it released a statement.
Yeah, he released a statement. It's very recent. I couldn't tell you the date or anything like that, but let's just say it's in the last 60 days.
Got you.
Yeah, his wife said something.
Got you.
His wife said something on IG, I believe.
Oh,
if I'm not mistaken.
I feel that situation was unfortunate because it could have been cool to talk about your happy times or what was supposed to be your happy times in your life, it just went horribly wrong the way you approached the music. But nah, man, I mean, you know, good for him, bro. Like if he loves to, I mean, his name's Chance the Rapper. I mean, you can't have a name like that and not rap,
And
right?
not be a
I
good
mean,
rapper.
how you gonna do that? What he's doing right now is good. Everything I've heard, he did a joint with Joey Badass that was good. He did a joint before this, like 4 months ago, that was good.
So you don't think he's a bad rapper?
No, I never thought he was a bad.
You think he's corny though, to a degree?
I don't
even?
think he's corny.
Okay.
I thought he was just in an era of certain rappers. You know what I'm saying? And I think
corny rapper.
Yes.
not corny.
Yes. That's why he was able. That's why he was able to be popular. People saw that.
I think there was
and they saw a
Yeah.
younger generation, maybe Kanye West or something. That's what they wanted to see. But then
Yeah.
we realized he not talented enough to be considered that, bro. Like, and
You don't think he's more talented than Kanye?
No, I think he's always had great friends. Like he had a great manager that got him in front, that got him great features on that acid rap that y'all are talking about. And then once I do an album that I'm really interested in, like about my wife, and I don't have the friends on there, like no one wants to hear it because he's not interested.
I
Jay-Z
think-
did an album about his wife, everybody loved it.
The approach was different.
True.
You know what I'm saying? It just was different. But I think he's talented, man. You know what I'm saying? I think he made a name for himself.
Nah, he did.
So it's something to be said about that. Chance the Rapper has made a very good name for himself until that album, and now it's a resurgence or whatever.
So I already know the answer to this question, so I already know it's a no. Are you interested in the new Chance the Rapper album?
No.
You, Modest?
No, I've already said it. I will listen to it.
You'll check it out.
I'll check it out, but I'm not running to it. I'm
got
just
you.
not. I never been a big Chance fan.
And I was the one on the panel that I did like Coloring Book. Coloring Book?
Coloring
Yeah, I
Book
did
is the
like
one
Coloring
I
Book.
did. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the
that
one
was the
I
one I did like. But y'all,
They
everybody
had
know.
Jay Elect on it and all
Yeah,
that.
y'all know
yeah.
where I stand with Chance from early, you know.
Yeah, acid rap and all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a couple joints I listened to off of that because we reviewed it. But if we wouldn't have reviewed it, I don't even know if I would have listened to it, to be quite honest.
I know I would have, just because he's from Chicago, and Chicago was having a big surge at that point in time.
Yeah.
The
There's
another thing that helped him out.
proletarians, you know, him.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Unique.
so- okay.
Unique. It was.
So let
it was
me
an
ask you-
era of unique rappers.
I don't disagree, Modest.
Yeah.
I don't disagree. However, there are some more notable hip hop releases to be in the future. One being Pusha T. He just announced that it's either going to be a Clips project or a Pusha T project. Are you interested in either or both?
I'd probably be more interested in a Clips project these days than a solo Pusha.
Gotcha.
You know, it'll be good to hear them kind of, you know, rap again and go
Yeah.
back and forth. Even though I know, you know, was on a different
And
wavelength.
we've heard them together on the Nego project that we reviewed, that will be later on the YouTube channel. But if you follow the Dead and Hip Hop podcast, that review is already out. So go make sure you listen to Dead and Hip Hop podcast. But are you interested in Clips, Pusha T, or both?
I'm interested in Pusha T because I know there was a lot of rumor that the next album would be a DJ Drama Gangsta Grills album. So if it's that,
You therefore.
I want him on that type of time.
I feel you.
Yeah,
I feel you.
absolutely.
What about you, Modest? Pusha T, Clips, or both?
Kind of the same situation. I'll check it out, but I'm not running to it. Whether it's Clips or Pusha T.
Really?
Again, like I like Pusha T's stuff. I've liked Clips stuff, but it's not like I'm running to their things. Like they're not that for me.
Got you. I want both, just because
greedy ass.
I am greedy. I want everything. You know what I'm saying? Put the cheese on top. I want everything. But
He's still on No Malice. He's still No Malice.
I believe so. I don't think he
so
went to Malice.
Yeah, which would, you know, I don't know how to get around that, but they've done it, so it'll be interesting. But
Yeah.
we need Malice.
And this is obviously to be decided. You know, again, Pusha just kind of put it. Somebody asked him, he put it out there. So this is TBD. We don't know any type of time frame for either or project.
However, I
However,
like Pusha Lucy stuff, man.
You didn't like either one of the last two albums? Daytona?
It's okay, but
Daytona was hard.
It was cool. It was hard, but
And-
I rarely go to it. I rarely play it.
Okay, so something that you, I think, are going to rarely play, and it also has a release date. 4Bats, You Made Me a Star, releases on May 3rd. Is anybody checking that out or interested?
I am actually.
Really?
I like it.
I fuck with 4Bats.
I like it. I'm curious. I am curious because Cause I bobbed my head to that song. Like it got a little,
it got vibe to it.
Yeah. But again, I'm not running to it.
I'm running,
but
I'm downloading it as soon as it come out. Adding it to the playlist. Yes.
Wow.
See, I just not doing all that.
How did you get there for 4 bets? Like,
So
I got but 2 songs.
He got like 3 or 4, but one of them is like a remix. I heard it first and I liked it. Then I saw y'all react to the video and I said, "What the fuck is this? What's going on?" So I didn't see the visual before I heard the music. So I liked the music. Then I saw the visual, and then what clicked in my head was like, it's not from our era, but the visuals is, I think, very smart marketing in this day and age, where you have this super thuggish aesthetic, but this nigga sounds like he's singing on the cloud. Like, what the hell is going on? So the juxtaposition of that, I think, makes it interesting because it's not like he's a bad singer. It just what you see don't match what you hear.
I just still don't even know what's going on.
I feel you.
I don't even.
I feel you.
You saying he's not a bad singer? I don't know if that's him singing.
It's some AI speculation there. I was just about to say
AI speculation, some Nilly Vanilli stuff going on. I don't know. I just don't understand what's happening here.
Like, to get to this level where he is, features with Drake, and you only got 3 pieces of music out. Like, we don't got no old stuff.
Nigga, that's what happened with Sexy Red.
It ain't no SoundCloud, but they even went back and found her. Yeah, they went back and found her mixtape.
Yeah,
she was outside with some dude.
Yeah, but she
making my way downtown.
Yeah, that right there.
She wasn't popping though. But it is.
No, but I'm saying once she got to popping, you still could go back and be like, oh, okay, I see her working. I ain't seen dude nowhere but on.
So are you interested in the 4 Bets project?
No,
at all.
Not at all.
Ken?
Man, come on, bro. No.
Okay. Nah. So another project dropping on May 3rd is Kanye Vultures 2. Y'all here for it? Nah. We know how Kanye do, so it could be TBD. But as of right now, it's slated to drop May 3rd.
I didn't hate Vultures, but
you'll pass it.
It didn't make
whatever.
That didn't make me want a part 2.
I got you.
Yeah. That didn't make me want to, but I do think with everything going on right now, he gonna reinsert himself into this Drake and Kendrick
thing.
He tried.
So, yeah, he even tried with the Like That remix. So I'm assuming it's gonna be a song on his album, since he peeping what the climate is right now, addressing something to that. So yeah, I will listen.
But did that catch on at all? Yeah.
And that's why I think he's gonna double down on his album.
So what about I know you are here for this.
Okay.
And if you're not, then I don't know what's happening to this crew. But Conway, SFK is dropping May 10th.
What's the
Slant Face Killer?
Slant Face Killer.
That's a dope ass name.
That is.
That is fire.
That is.
Yeah, man, I'm a Conway. I've been the biggest.
I'm about to say about it. If you're not here for it, I don't know who is.
Anytime Conway come out, I'm gonna listen. I am getting a little fatigued though. I will say that. I am.
Just in general. Or Conway fatigue?
Conway, actually.
Griselda.
Okay.
Yeah. Griselda, I've been fatigued, but Conway specifically, because he just keeps dropping stuff.
Bro, me and Ken talked about it on D365, bro. Like, he's literally a machine. Like, he dropped, 4 projects? 4 or 5 projects last year?
It's crazy.
It's ridiculous.
He said he could, and he's doing it. And I'm just like, bro, let's
slow it up
down a little bit, bro.
If I'm him, man, I'm reaching out to somebody and I'm turning I'm making a YouTube series off that name, Slant Face Killer.
Man, exactly.
I'm making a horror movie or something, man. A little mini horror movie, bro. Hell yeah.
Well, I kind of talked about it already. West Side Gun, he did it with Benny. He did it with his own project where he's vlogging, but I think it should be taken a step further, conceptualize it, storyboard it, kind of how Alchemist and Freddie did Alfredo. They had the comic book, they had like a lot of different things, because that name is dope. That name is dope, and you could take it far with the merch and everything. So I do think that this should be a concept taken to the 10th degree.
And I think that would help with what Rod is talking about. Just the fatigue comes from just hearing him rap all the time. If you got to see like some, not even fictional, but just something else, something that adds to the persona. So yeah, I'm definitely waiting on this. I'm a Conway fan. And I like the track list as far as the features too. I'm looking forward to hearing.
When's it come out again?
The 10th of this month. The last one I have on the list is Rhapsody. Please Don't Cry. She's dropping on the 17th of this month.
Yeah, I saw her promoting that on social.
Here for it?
Yeah, I'm curious because it's been a minute.
It's been a minute, at least. 4
years. Layla's Wisdom.
5 years.
Yeah, Layla's Wisdom was really, really, really good. So I feel like for me, there's a bar set. Yeah, it looked like she has some interesting stuff in the works from what I've seen. So I find myself when she's posting stuff, I really don't consume a lot of, rappers promo stuff or when they be posting stuff. But I've been clicking on this stuff, so I'm kind of curious.
I want better for her, man. Like I really want her to blow.
She deserves better.
Like I hate that she's stuck in this like underground place. I feel like she needs to be spotlighted better than what she is.
Yeah, I was like, what have you been doing for the last 5 years? Because that was like you were right there, like Kendrick, Jay-Z, like all like you got the cosigns.
Yeah,
and yeah, she just been kind of just chilling. I think
she said she was dealing with some mental health stuff. In their new song that came out, she kind of was addressing like she wasn't in a great place.
We talked about it here. My daughter, she talked about it in the interview, so I'm assuming she watched our video where she was just like, just a little disheartened by like my daughter wasn't really feeling, that type of music. She just want to party and stuff like that, and she knows she doesn't make that type of music. So I almost hate I said that shit. Like I don't know. Like I was like, damn, I didn't know it was gonna like affect her like that. Well, I don't know how it affected her. I just know she brought it up in the interview, and I was just like, fuck. But
it's real though.
It is real, and that's all I was trying to do. I was just saying something that was real. I played it for my daughter. I was like, because I liked it, and I was like, yo, do you like this? And she
how
was
old was your daughter at the time?
Probably like junior or senior high school, maybe.
So like 16, 17.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, your musical taste is like there.
Right.
Yeah, so.
But Rhapsody could be a bit deep for somebody that age group.
No.
Not that album. You don't think that album was deep?
Right, that's because you grew up listening to this Laffy Taffy type
It's just
shit.
the kids
grew up
though.
listening to some real shit.
like, they listen to Boss Man, all that shit. Like, yeah, man, it's,
They just listen to different stuff now.
Yeah, that's all it is. And that's all she said. She's like, I don't want to hear nobody preaching or something like that. She said, I don't know what it was. I was like, that's unfortunate. I mean, it was a teaching moment.
Yeah.
That I was able to have with my daughter. Like, letting her know, like, well, y'all, we need this type of music. So,
No, I feel that. Talking about teaching moments, sometimes we have the court of law to teach people what you can and can't use when you can and can't use it.
Okay.
So I don't know if you know.
At the end of the day gonna end.
So I don't know if you guys have caught wind. However, Madlib is getting sued for using the artwork of Quasimodo.
I did hear about that.
Yeah. So
wow.
The lawsuit accuses Madlib of using Lord Quas as he wants without giving Mr. Grigo, which is the artist that created Quasimodo, compensation or credit. Meanwhile, Grigo claims Madlib filed for his own trademark for Lord Quas, even though he knew they did not have the rights to Lord Quas. Mr. Grigo brings this action to seek compensation for defendants' intentional copyright infringement and to obtain an injunction against their further infringement of his copyright.
Why did it take him so long? Did he just not see it online or somewhere?
I don't know.
Going through Spotify, was it on recommended Spotify playlist? He's like, wait, that's my shit.
I don't know. You know what, Ken? Sometimes, when it comes to the music industry and stuff like that, or just lawsuits in general, it doesn't always happen immediately. Because if it's not worth anything, why am I suing? But obviously, Madlib has, utilized this character as an alter ego for a little bit of time now, which has built up a value. And now Mr. Grigo wants his just due, especially because Madlib is filing for a trademark and utilizing it without giving him credit for the artwork and not compensating him for the artwork either.
Okay, so yeah, that's what flagged it. I always wondered like how Doom got away with his stuff. Like, I mean, he's basically the Marvel, that's DC or Marvel character. Like I've always wondered like how is it
MF in front of it and then Doom is just not
the branding is MF.
I know.
Doom. I mean, the branding is Victor Von Doom. It's
I'm
Doom.
trying.
It's no way around it.
No.
It's nowhere around it.
Yeah, I don't know.
So I've always wondered how is he getting away with it?
Shit, he even used some of the old 60s, 70s Fantastic Four cartoons.
He uses the voice from the cartoons. Yeah, you're right. It's crazy. It's amazing. Maybe he had a conversation with somebody. Like that's wild that he was able to get away with that.
So you know who's not getting away with anything? It's Drake. So I already know that this is gonna come out after, but if you haven't watched it already, go watch the live playback. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna discuss it. All right. But Tupac's estate is suing Drake for utilizing an AI version of Tupac's voice.
Oh, they're suing him now.
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was just they wanted him to take it down.
Cease and desist. It's cease and desist. They just
they hit him with a cease and desist, huh? Shit.
Well, initially it was a cease and desist. I didn't know they were suing.
It's a threat to sue if he didn't take it down.
Oh, I think that's what it was. Yeah, it was a threat to sue if he didn't take it down. Okay.
It's gone now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's gone.
Yeah,
and after he did
done.
that, that's when he officially put push-ups on streaming.
Do you think that was the right move by Tupac's estate?
Yes.
Why do you feel that way?
'Cause it was lame.
Yeah. I mean, well.
Shut up, man. Nobody asked you.
Yo, like, what the hell is this? Oh, hell nah.
I mean, because they may not even think that Pac would even have a conversation with Drake. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, no, don't. Nah.
It doesn't fit.
If it was someone else, like a Kendrick, they obviously allowed him to put the interview on his like, because they probably feel like, you know, they would have had some sort of relationship. We all know Drake and Pac, they wouldn't have had a relationship. Like, it's no way. And it was a little, even though I thought it was creative, it was a little disrespectful. It was a little disrespectful, like you know what I'm saying? Especially if you didn't ask anybody and you're just trying to be, you know, clever and witty, and you didn't get the proper clearance. It's like, cool idea, but you didn't go through the right steps.
But do you feel that was the right move by Tupac's estate?
It was the right move in the sense of you don't want everybody doing this now. Like Drake does it, and you let him get away with it. He the biggest star in the world.
That
and now
part
you got all of these people coming out with Tupac AI every other month, and that lessens the brand.
Let's go on, nip this in the bud right now.
Exactly.
And I'm glad they did it. I'm glad you said that, because that's the point I actually wanted to make. I'm glad they did it, because y'all already know how I feel about this whole AI shit. Anyway, like, you know, they need to put some parameters around this shit before it gets seriously out of hand.
They just passed a law in Tennessee, the Elvis Act, where you can't use AI likeness from artists. And they expect that to spread as well. But just like Rod said, they had to nip it in the bud with Drake. I feel like he still could have got out of it had he called, maybe reached out behind the scenes, and they probably would have let it slide had he thrown them some money or something. But you do want to make publicly known that, like, y'all, Drake did it, but everybody can't do this.
He was looking for the shock factor. He ain't want to put that information out there and then it slip and leak and all that. That's so, But now you got the shit taken down. You know what I'm saying? People talking about push-ups. I don't even remember what the name of the shit was. What was the name?
Tailor-made freestyle.
I ain't even remember that shit.
It's still on YouTube, I believe.
I'm sure people still got it, but
Shit, not only everything that they said, but shit, it might be a payday too. You know, so you could probably make Drake got a lot of money. So shit.
They ain't asked for the money. It's just, man, take that shit down.
Yeah. So, but then if he didn't, then hey, then we'll see you in court.
You know, nowadays we can't talk about Drake without mentioning Kendrick, right? So Kendrick has done something that's breaking new hip hop grounds. I think this is a record. I don't think that nobody's ever done this. Good Kid, Mad City has now spent 600 weeks. If you don't know how to do the math, that's 11 and a half years on the Billboard Hot 200 chart.
That's crazy.
And it's the first rap album in history to achieve this milestone.
Damn, Drake didn't do that?
Nope.
Y'all boy didn't do that? The biggest superstar in the world?
That's what, Kendrick been trying to tell y'all he the king.
I've been trying to tell them too, but they've been listening. Every time I say something about it, I get pushback.
Them streaming numbers, huh? They they go to them streaming numbers, huh?
Yep, that's all they do, bro. I'm like, that's all I hear. I ain't never heard this shit before.
How the Billboard numbers look?
Yeah, for real. Damn.
11 and a half years.
Yeah, that's wild, bro.
On
200, like that's
on the
crazy.
Hot 200.
That is crazy.
So what that means is that there are several 100,000 people, right? I didn't say seven. Several 100,000s of people streaming this album daily.
It's a good song. It's a good album, man.
No, it's an amazing.
It's probably
album.
his best album, I think. It's not my best album, but I think it's probably his best.
I think the appeal of Good Kid, Mad City is that for the inner city child that wasn't the gangbanger, this is the album that represents your childhood. Like if you grew up in a metro area, but you were hood enough to be aware and hood enough to have those type of friends, but your mama, like Marv was talking about, you know what I'm saying, on his album, go listen to that album review, amazing album by Marv. You know, like if your mama was nosy and stuff in your stuff, there was only but so much you were gonna do. You know what I'm saying? And I feel Good Kid, Mad City, the majority of people that are good kids in a mad city, like they relate to this project. Shut up, Ken.
13 years, you still not used to that shit.
Nah, man, like this album is, and then you know what? It teeters, in my opinion, like the line between it being like primarily for the hood and being popular. It has popular songs like Swimming Pools and Poetic Justice, but then you got Backseat Freestyle, you have Money Trees, you have Mad City with MC8. It just has it all. And then the fact that it's a concept that brings it all the way right back
with his parents,
everything.
It's
like
crazy.
It's just it's so cinematic. Like
it did.
cinematic.
It shook the industry up. People started trying to do that. Like
trying to do concept albums.
Yeah, it was crazy, man.
Yep.
Yeah, it did.
It did for a hot second.
But not everybody was able to execute that blueprint.
No. I'm not saying that they were. They tried
100%. Yeah, they tried to copy it, but people fell flat on their face. And I ain't gonna mention names, but I think it's still my favorite Kendrick album, top to bottom. What is your favorite Kendrick album?
Section 80.
Section 80.
Yeah, but I could admit that I think this is the best one.
Got you.
It's just biased that I
like.
Your
personal favorite.
My personal favorite is
Section
80. But if somebody say what is the best one, I would say that one.
Gotcha.
But yeah, that's not my.
What about you, Lou?
To Pimp a Butterfly.
That's your favorite?
Absolutely.
Why is that?
I go back and listen to that one the most. It was Good Kid, Mad City, but I think the appeal kind of wears off of that because what makes it so great is the skits and listening to it straight through. So it's hard to just jump into that album anyway.
I feel that. I know people said that. People have said that. Yeah.
It's a lot better if you just listen to it from start to finish. To Pimp a Butterfly for me is just like I have some songs on that I like a lot more. Absolutely.
What about you, Ken? Which one's your favorite?
Same, To Pimp a Butterfly.
Oh, of course. You know, you love the jazzy funk that he went into it. And then where would you rank Untitled up there in his discography?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's not talked about enough.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that was just some shit he just had sitting around. That's why he's greater than you know who.
Butterfly,
We ain't gonna even name him, bro. He don't even work it.
I see how this live finna go now.
Well, look, you guys already know, man. That was the rundown. We talked about some notable hip hop releases. Chance the Rapper's new song, Pusha T and or Clips dropping a new project. Forbats, Kanye, Conway, and Rhapsody all dropping this month. We talked about some legalities in hip hop, such as Madlib and also Drake potentially getting sued, but he just took it down. It was a cease and desist. And Kendrick breaking new ground in hip hop. So you already know what to do, man. The comment section is the conversation after the conversation. How do you guys feel on the topics that we talked about today? Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video with one other hip hop head. And we'll catch you next time. Y'all, peace.
Peace.